Rock City, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. A neutral site matchup here today with fans from both sides filling the stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks against the Ohio State Buckeyes. EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Joel Platt and Holly Rose patrolling the sidelines for us today. Hey, Holly.
Hey, guys, I caught up with Coach Lanning before the game. Coach is using a great motivational tactic in the locker room with his team. He told me this is the best game outside of the playoffs in this postseason. I am challenging our guys to put on a show for our fans. They want to make sure people know we will be in the playoffs next year, and that motivation all starts here today with a terrific top 25 matchup. Guys, back to you.
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. And he's brought down at the 16 and would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. The Ducks offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And welcome to Miami's Hard Rock Stadium for this year's edition of the Orange Bowl. Just to say that name, Joel, just brings back so many memories. So much college football history has taken place down here in South Florida.
And for a couple of guys that went to Colorado, certainly a lot of history. And yes, that was definitely a clip. So Colorado wins that national championship. But here in this edition of the Orange Bowl, I got to tell you, I am so excited to see these two teams play. What great seasons they've had. They are one step away from competing for a championship.
Offensive line getting set. Is first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Pass caught on a comeback route. He bring it down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Well, it's another first down on this series, and they're doing a great job. This quarterback continues to see the defense really well and get the ball out on time. Now once you're in the scoring area, you just can't take a sack and don't force the ball down the field.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. He's brought down out at the 46.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
Back in motion now, dropping back. It's more. Receiver makes the grab. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down at the 44.
Big completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterback's confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Man, my favorite thing about corners is when they're aggressive and they tackle well. This is just an easy hitch on the outside. It's man coverage, and so this corner is on an island. If he doesn't make this tackle, it's going to be a big gain, and he steps up and does it beautifully. This guy is always willing to stick his nose in there for the tackle.
Doesn't even get the pitch up before they bring him to the ground.
Chris, this was the plan for this defense. We talked with this coaching staff. They said, we need to contact this quarterback. He needs to feel us. And that's what they're doing here in the first half. If you're on the other side, you got to tell your quarterback to get down or get out of bounds. There's no reason to take these hits in the first half.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Snags a quick throw. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33.
No mystery who they're looking to on third down. You find your best wide receiver, you love the matchup, and you go to him. That's an easy pitch and catch and an easy first down.
The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On first and 10, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Moore. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Nice delivery by the quarterback. An easy completion. Set yourself up for second and short.
A solid gain of 7 on the completion. Sets them up now. Second and 3. And the wideout goes in motion. QB bootlegs here. Quick throw complete to the tight end. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. On the 9th play of this opening drive, it's 3rd down and short. He hands it off from the gun. They make the tackle, but the offense now set up with a first down at the 21.
All you need is just a little crease. It's a short yardage situation. They're trying to hit him with a bit of a surprise move here, getting the ball to the wide receiver. I got to give him a lot of credit here. He just needs a little bit of room, and he's not a normal, natural runner, and he's able to still get there for the first.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
What a catch. Heads up off the deflection. You make the tackle, and that's going to be the final play of the first quarter. So as we reach the end of the first quarter, still scoreless. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Quarterback still with the football. And he's swarmed quickly. They're all over the QB run there.
Boy, you can see the emphasis in the game plan from this defense. They know that they're going to see these types of concepts from this offense all day long, and they're ready for it here early in this game, and they create an obvious passing situation. This is exactly what they're going to need to do the rest of the game. Give their pass rush an opportunity on these long yardage situations.
And the defense swarms him. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's a big play by the defense, because now the offense is off schedule. They're behind the chains on 3rd down. They can get after them with the pass rush.
The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Looking downfield. It's Moore. He's got it right near the end zone. Into the end zone for a touchdown. Touchdown, Oregon.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense comes out for their first possession today. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
Play fake, looking to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
That is a poor decision by this quarterback. That's not the matchup that you want. The coverage is tight. Really should have been intercepted. I think the quarterback got away with that one. Sigh of relief from that offensive coordinator that that's not a turnover.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to... Looking deep down the left side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
What a huge play by the defensive back. Looks like it's going to be a 1st down, and he's able to dislodge that ball, create the incompletion. Now it's 4th down. Again, timing. You got to show up at the right time with physicality. Knocks the ball loose, 4th down.
Buckeyes will send their punt team onto the field. And they'll kick it away here. And it's taken right around the 35. And the returner will be brought down. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. 1st down at the 45. So they get a big gain by feeding the speedy wide receiver drill. They told us they were going to do this. It makes sense. Get in the ball however you can.
Well, I really love that they're doing it with the RPO because that puts the defense in conflict, and then you can utilize that speed, and he's got more space to operate. The only thing the quarterback's got to make sure of, Chris, is delivering an accurate throw because, remember, timing plus ball placement, that equals yards after the catch. Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. To throw, it's Moore. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
It looks to me like this quarterback is really struggling seeing the defense. This is just zone defense, and you can tell he's not very comfortable, and he's sitting in the pocket. He doesn't understand where his eyes should start and where he should go with the football, and because of that, the indecision leads to a sack. He really needs to start locating the safety right at the snap to understand the coverage that he sees.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He lets it go on the move. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
That's it. You got to play well on 3rd down. That's the money down for a quarterback. To be honest, Chris, I don't really care what a quarterback does on 1st and 2nd. He's got to be great in situations. And one of those situations that I think about is 3rd down. Unable to connect here, and now you got a decision to make on 4th.
It's a booming punt, showcasing the leg strength. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Graham down the middle, it's Smith. Tackled at the 32, that's enough for a 1st down. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early 1st downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
Here comes the rush. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Just not quite on the same page. There are some days you get to the park and it's just not working. And this is just an incompletion that I can't explain.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. The shotgun handoff here. He's got space. He goes out of bounds, but a big chunk play moves the ball near the 50.
That's a great run and a big pickup in the RPO, the run-pass option. This defense is going to have to shift their focus. They're clearly too concerned with the passing game. You've got to stop the run first if you're going to have a chance in this game.
The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, I know every defense wants to play great and get off the field on 3rd down, but they're not giving themselves a chance, and this is happening on 1st down. You give up gains like this running the football, you don't really have a chance. You're playing behind the 8 ball, and this defense has got to fix that on 1st down.
Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Hit just as he throws the ball. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Gets rid of it on the move. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Chris, there are some times on third down as a quarterback you feel like you're playing against 12 or 13 guys, and that's an example of it. Look at this. The coverage is excellent. You're trying to throw the ball short of the line to gain and rely on yards after the catch, but even if this ball was caught, there's nowhere to go. The coverage was tremendous.
And that punt carries into the end zone, so a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. And looking to throw now on first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
This is one of the advantages of playing zone defense is that the eyes of the defender are all over the quarterback. So even though it looks like a completion, he's able to break on the football and create contact to knock it loose.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. What can they do here to make it third and manageable? Receiver in motion now. And he's back to throw again on second down. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. And a timeout now by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime.
This is great recognition by this defense. They see the wide receiver screen. They're able to pursue out and get the tackle for loss. They have been running side to side as well as anybody today. I think that the offense needs to get downhill in the run game and run right at them.
It's not enough for a first down. It'll be 4th down and 1. Ohio State will call their second timeout. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. And the Ducks will send the punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of hitting the offense deep, it's a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. It's past the 35. And now the final timeout taken by the Buckeyes. And that's all they've got remaining here in the first half. Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Caught by the receiver. Brought down very quickly. Not much to show for that completion. The 5-yard gain is a win on first down. Sets up now 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Makes the grab. It's Smith. He goes out of bounds, stopped just short of the 25.
What an incredible job by the quarterback. He sees the single safety. You're running 4 verticals. You go 2 up on the middle third. One of those hash routes is going to be wide open, and boom, they get a massive completion down the field.
This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He makes the grab. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Second down, looking to throw it. Looking for his back. Grab near the sticks. It's Jackson. Tackle made inside the 10. They'll spot the ball at the 7. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Springfield. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
Ducks will kick this away to start the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. He cannot escape. It's a sack. To the defense, sending a message, Joe, and setting the tone on the very first play.
Goodness, we're barely settled up here. I can barely get my charts in front of me. We got a sack already. This defense said they wanted to get after him, and they did so right away.
The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Grab made by the tight end. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Great swarming defense, but if you're going to catch that ball behind the line of scrimmage and you've got defenders all over you, you might want to just bat that one down and not take the loss. So a clear mistake from the offense, but again, this defense is just flying around, and they're playing so hard and so well right now.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. The pass rush closing in. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
That is such an important conversion to keep your offense on the field. They're trying to execute this comeback here in the second half. They need points. They need it in a hurry. It's a good job of moving the chains on 3rd down.
The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Hit as he threw. He's going deep here. Caught way downfield and still running inside the 20. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Ohio State. A huge connection for a touchdown shows the explosiveness of this offense. A lightning strike for 6 points.
I mean, Chris, that was some impressive throw right there. That is a big-time throw. That next-level scout, he's going to be impressed with what he saw right there. Anticipation, driving the football into that open area. Whoa, I tell you what, this guy is playing some ball.
Extra point try coming now. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. It's a start of the next drive. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Here comes a handoff. He's got room to run. Look out. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Stewart. He stopped right at the line. That's sure tackling.
Trying to get the ball out quickly at or near the line of scrimmage, and you're just hoping that you can find a seam and that the defense won't pursue and tackle well in space. But this playmaker on the outside not able to get loose. That's a good job by the defense and no gain for the offense.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there.
This group is just not on the same page right now. The timing, something about this offense seems off, and clearly the quarterback is feeling that.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. It's Moore. Here comes the pressure. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
The Ducks bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. This is an absolute boomer of a punt. And he's got it at the 15. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Nice grab. It's Smith. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another 1st down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looking to scramble now. They'll get him down for a gain of 1.
Well, this secondary is doing a heck of a job. There's really nowhere to throw that ball, but I got to give a lot of credit to this quarterback because, Chris, he just took what he could get and created a positive play out of something that really wasn't there.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down after a short gain there. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Back to throw. It's Sayin. He'll try a pass here. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Man, as a quarterback, you really love to have that one back. This is 3rd and manageable. You feel like you can move the chains here. They did a fine job on 1st and 2nd down, putting them in a situation where they've got both the run and the pass at their disposal, and they're unable to connect. He's got to do a better job on 3rd down.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Oh, and it lands at the 4 and bounces in for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. Five-yard pickup on 1st down and sets him up at 2nd and 5. A lot of play-calling options here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Stop for no gain. Excellent tackle. At the end of 3, the score is tied. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Bringing pressure. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
What a frustrating drive. You can go down in a tie ball game. All you need is a field goal to basically win the game. And the defense comes up with a massive sack here on 3rd down to force a 4th down punt. You've got to punt this one away. There's no way you can go for this one and give your opponent the ball in positive territory.
The Ducks will have to punt this one away. Looking to flip the field here. They'll kick it away here. And that sets up a return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, this defense told us they were going to be ready for these completions at or near the line of scrimmage, and that was going to be a big part of their plan, and you can see that paying off here. Good pursuit, good job tackling in space, and that's a completion for no gain.
QB keeper all the way. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that is exactly how to stop these quarterback-designed runs. You've got to be aggressive up front and win your one-on-ones. Look at these guys, these defensive linemen. They are winning. They're getting into the backfield, and there's nowhere to go for this quarterback.
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Oh, they've got him for a sack. That'll bring up 4th down.
Well, Chris, this is why 1st and 2nd down are so important. When you're behind the chains on 3rd down, it is advantage defense, and they do take advantage. Good pressure. Quarterback's got nowhere to go with the football, and they're able to get the sack and get off the field.
Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Look at the leg strength, a booming punt. And the punt will land in the end zone for a touchback. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw, testing the middle. That's reeled in. It's Moore. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Man, seeing a passing game in rhythm is so fun to watch. And here, this quarterback is clearly in rhythm, playing with a lot of confidence. And he gets this ball all the way down the field. It's a nice play by the wide receiver. It's just great execution all the way around.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
That's a ball placement issue in my estimation. This quarterback has got to frame up those slant routes. When I say frame them up, that means you got to put the ball right on the body of your intended target. Basically make it impossible for him to drop it. But when it's not in the frame, that's a tough catch, in particular because you're going to put some heat on that slant route.
And the pass is incomplete.
Well, he's got to put that one behind him and now move forward for this 3rd down. This is really the most important snap thus far of the game. And as a quarterback, you've got to go out there and really execute. So remember, it's about feet, it's about timing, it's about accuracy. Put all those 3 together.
Important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. To throw, it's Moore. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Oh, it's the biggest play of the game, trying to win it in regulation, but now a turnover is giving the other team a great opportunity.
Oh, Chris, you're just sick for this quarterback. You know he's going out there trying to make a play, get his team into scoring position, but you just can't make that throw in this moment. And now what an opportunity. Like you said, now our guy's trotting on the field. He's got a drive to go down and win the game. What a moment.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Pass complete on a crosser. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. incompletion makes it 2nd and short. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
A big tight end who can run after the catch, Chris, that is every quarterback's dream. All you got to do is hit him in stride, and he does the rest. This guy is sensational.
The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. They'll run it from the gun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Scanning the field. It's Sayin. Pass not complete.
No, 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 no. You can't make that throw as a quarterback. The defense is all over that. The eyes are in the backfield. It's zone coverage. They know exactly where he's looking, and he's staring at his intended target the entire time. That throw has got to go in a different direction.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks left and finds his target there. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. And the Ducks will signal for their first timeout. They'll still have 2 available as we approach the end of this game. The Buckeyes come to the line with 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Chris, I'm just so impressed with their execution. To clutch up like that, they had to have it, and they punched it in the end zone. You know, can you play your best when your best is needed? They just did that right there. That's a great drive.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. The lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Dropping back. It's Moore. Throws it to the right. Intercepted. Picked off by the defense. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
He's just been off all day, Chris, and he hasn't been able to recover from these mistakes and these early turnovers, and now multiple turnovers on the day. Again, I've always said, true mark of a quarterback, how do you respond to mistakes? And today, he just has not responded well.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Under a minute to play here, the obvious tactic, just take a knee and see this game out. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Not much on that play, brought down short. And now Oregon will spend their 2nd timeout. They've still got 1 more left to work with.
With 1 timeout on that opposite side, there is still a chance that they could get a stop and get the ball back. But if you run this football and you get the first down, victory is yours.
Handoff from the shotgun. Got an opening here. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And the offense will just take a knee. here. Thanks for joining us. For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.